think we'll get started right now. So, like I said, I welcome everybody to this meeting. Welcome, 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 and hope our weekend was awesome. And I hope you're enjoying yourself as well, because the point of all of this is, you get to enjoy yourself with your family, rest, and when you enter the new week, you'd go with much energy and much vigor. So tonight we're going to share some knowledge, get inspired, and take direction even afterwards. So let's get started. So we're looking at the five pyramids of wealth and building generational wealth, and we're looking at unlocking prosperity through strategy, mindset, and market mastery. Don't worry about all of it. It would all make sense, at least by the end of this meeting. So sit up and relax. So, wealth is the ability to fulfill life's experience, or is the ability for you to fully experience life, for you to be able to experience the good things of life. And when I tell people experience the good things of life, it supersedes just you. When you have others in the picture, that's where you begin to talk about wealth. If you have not left the level of, trying to satisfy your needs or the needs of, let's even say, your immediate family or extended, if your wealth has not gone past the level of helping people that perhaps maybe know you or don't know you, I think we need to have a rethink and see how we could build, because that's the only way we can have a sustainable society, and that's the only way we can, you know, enjoy what we're doing. The reason why all of us were here is how we can make money, and without sugarcoating or whatever, we're looking at how we can make money through the global financial market. I understand that. But before I go into that, it's important for me to share certain things that have helped me in times past, or certain things that have been my motivation while I do what I do, so that we all can be in the same train. All right. So the first thing we're going to talk about, jumping right in, is we'll be looking at the five levels of, the five financial level, or some people will call it the five pyramid of wealth, or the five pyramids of um, financial status, as some people would call it. But without, the point of this is not to, believe me, educate you, but the point is to mentally look at, okay, within these five levels, where am I right now? And how can I move past this level I am to a level to which I'm comfortable, to which I can make a difference in my community. So that's the idea. So the idea is not to tell you that, you're broke and no solution. No, the idea is for you to identify where you are, irrespective of um what you have or what you don't have, and how you can pick yourself up. Some people, their level has been level of $500 for the past maybe a few years. Some people, their level has been maybe realm of the thousands. Some people are, within the realm of 10,000. Some people have gone past that since. But the whole idea is for all of us to wake up. Oh, that's good. So the first, or the bottom tier level to financial building wealth, or to understand your financial status. The first level, the people that are the basic, basic rock bottoms, is the people that find themselves in a state of financial crisis. And so here, what it means is that there is, a total lack of financial resources. They have heavy debts. They don't have savings. They don't even have income security. So some people would say people that are broke, broke, right? So there are some people that are in this level. And trust me to know that some people just dress up and you don't know what goes on yeah, deep down in between, right? So over 24% of the global population live in extreme poverty, according to the World Bank, and 1 out of 4 adults in developing countries have no access to financial services. And the key things I want us to just pay attention here is, high interest debt. You see, oh, people just sign up for loan apps online without even knowing what's going on. They just sign up, right? They just sign up. And people that don't even have an emergency fund. This one, now to paint a picture, people that are here, they have not even started living. Talk about some people, something that some people say, they are living from hand to mouth. So this is like the bottom of it. So without wasting much time, because we have a lot to see, um, let's move into the next one. You see, like the image I have on the screen, where it looks like there's no balance, it looks like the structure will fall. That's how some people's financial life is. There's no adequate structure to what they're doing. They're just living their life and just building and all that. At the end of the day, they have this fear that anything can go wrong at any time. And such fear, living under such fear as or is affecting a lot of people within this organization, within the world, or within the society, right? Is actually affecting a lot of people. And that's what they call the level of financial instability. So the first one we look at is financial crisis. That one is debt upon debt and stuff like that. But this one, financial instability, is what people call living from hand to mouth in a way, because you are having irregular cash flow. You're heavily dependent on loans and credits and stuff like that, and you have little or no savings. And guess what, guys? A major chunk of most people find themselves here. And see, it's not some people, maybe their lifestyle drew them to this place. Some people, it may not be their lifestyle, it may just be inflation. Some people might just be to the fact that their expenditure increases more than their income. And there's a whole lot of reasons for that, right? You see that people not being able to match up with their expenses, their bills, and here people are financially stressed over money. You know, they are emotionally stressed, and that's the bad thing here. So the first one we talked about is people that are in financial crisis, and the next thing is people that right are in this category of financial instability. Let me show you the next thing right now. As you can see this picture, you notice that the person kneeling down or bending down is depending on the person, holding the umbrella. So it's it's a level that, what happens here is this: you are relying on a single income source. This is not bad, right? What I mean, this is not bad is compared to where the first one we talked about, this is like, some people even think that they have arrived just being here, not knowing that you still need to do some certain things if your future has to be bright. Now, let me give us an example. I have a client that I met. If you're in my meeting yesterday, I think I gave this illustration. Now, this my client is this kind of person that, let's say, this week is in Texas, next week is in a random place in Europe doing his job for his company, and before you know it, before you see Jack, is already in Africa. To someone out there, that kind of person is living life. That person is, at least he has like a company card that he can use to spend. He has virtually everything he needs in a way, if you'd understand, right? But in my meeting with him, I understood something, and in my own opinion, it's shaping the way I reason, or I looked at him. It's something that I resonated with, because during that meeting he was like, no, it's not, he's not concerned about now. At least right now, he goes to different part of the world. He makes decent income. He could send, in fact, his family, everybody, they're in the US. He's the one that, does all the traveling. He said, however, this is very stressful. I don't plan to do this for all, for till forever, if you get what I mean. So he said that's one of the reasons why he's planning ahead to the future, so that by the time he would retire, or by the time he would stop working, he can have like a solid structure that his lifestyle right now will not be affected. He wants to plan his life in such a way that by the time he's retiring, his family, his children, in fact, his lifestyle, they they won't feel any change. And that's one bad thing about people that are here in the financial dependency stage. You are, sorry, maybe working with government, or you're working with a private organization, and you know that one day you can just wake up one morning and discover that you're not you don't have a job anymore, and it seems like your enemy is going back to square one, if you know what I mean. And it's very, very sad. And that's why I want each and every one of us to, at least if you have not taken that time to plan ahead, if you have not taken that time to strategize about what you want to do in the next 5 years, 10 years, and more, I think this is the best time to start making those plans, right? Because they are like seed for the future. Now, over 70% of retirees in emerging country rely solely on government. I hate to say it. I thank God for the way I grew up. Like, from the secondary school slash university, at the back of my mind, I knew that, you know, I can't rely on any person, nobody, not even the government or something, or family members. I knew that I had to do things myself with the help of God, if you know what I mean. So this is a stage where people find themselves in. And what the common signs here is, there's limited income source, and there's no investment or side income. And for me, this is very, very bad. Do you know why it's bad? It's like, there's a portion of the holy books that says, um, even the people that don't have, right, even the little that they have will be taken away from them. Sorry if it's out of context, but in my own way, I think this is the way I see it. From the little you have, you're not saving something else, or you're not saving, or you're not investing in something, or you're not learning a new skill. Like, before, it only take a few times before you know that, you just look back. Now, sorry, it seems like I'm giving analogy. Some few, I think 2 or 3 years ago, while we were talking in the office, one of my colleague was telling me about a civil servant that he was actually talking to at the time concerning trading. Now, he said the person had worked in the civil service for about, is it 45 years or something like that? And the person was supposed to retire. And, just about the last month where the person was supposed to retire, the person just, for some reasons, met him and was like, you know, the person now was communicating with him, like, looking back, seems like he has worked for years, and looking back seems like there was nothing, there was nothing. And do you know one funny thing that I will never forget in my life? That my colleague told him. That my colleague told him that, sir, do you know what you have done? You, in your mind, you feel you've worked for the government for XYZ years, but guess what you did? You were just running round a circle for 40 years. When he said that, it struck me, because at the time, even though I was in the financial market or the financial space, my financial level, I was still deficient in a way. it opened my eyes to see that, wow, this is something that I must do everything in me not to fall into that same pit. And that's why all of us are here. Some people in this meeting have retired. Yeah, it's not too late for you, man. But I'm just saying it, right? The opportunities you have right now, they won't always be there. So while you have the time that you have right now, make the most of it with the solutions that you have. All right. So the next part that we'll be talking about is the people that are in this level of, financial stability. In this part of the world, some people think they are there, but trust me, they are not there. They think they have steady income, or they do have a steady income. They do their budget right, they save, they have basic investments and stuff like that. But to some extent, they are not there yet. Some of these people, if one reason or the other, if one or two of their income source should cease, right, it will be a big problem for them. And only 33% of adults globally are considered financial, literate, and over 50% of global middle-aged class household reports, right, improved financial manage since post pandemic. Now, the common sign here is, at least for people that are able to manage their expenses, right? These people here don't live in debt, right? And people here have like 3 to 6 months of emergency funds. Now, think of this way. Imagine you don't have to work within the next 3 to 6 months. How would you survive? If your answer is negative, like in your mind, if you're thinking like, oh my God, everywhere will be red, just know that you need to buckle up. And even if you have a stable income, trust me, you are not fully here. Or you have even if you have investment, you are not fully here. Why? Because based on statistics, right, you should have this situation whereby you have funds called emergency funds that if who knew that pandemic will happen? Nobody knew, right? So these are things that you can actually plan. All right, so very soon we're moving up to what we have for the day. So the last category of people we'll be talking about is the people that are in the financial freedom. So all of us are working towards this place, right? We are working towards this. Like, look at the eagle is not limited by anything. Over all the pyramids, flying over crisis, instability, and everything, it's flying over it. So that is the power that financial freedom gives you, where your wealth exceeds your need, and your time, you're not necessarily working for time, if you get what I mean. It means that while you're sleeping, you have money working, you are making money while you're sleeping, you have passive incomes, you have different streams of income working for you. This is where all of us are working towards. That's why we are all here. While there are thousands of ways you can actually achieve this, one of the major ways we're going to be talking about is the financial market. And like I told us, what we'll be doing in today's meeting is to show us some result and how we can actually access the financial market. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. That's what we're going to do right now. But in the meantime, I want you all to know that building wealth through the global financial market is possible, irrespective of whatever you might have experienced in time past. It's possible for you to do it, build wealth via the global financial market. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. Now, for some people that are new here, because I understand that not everybody in this meeting has an idea of what trading is all about. But let me share one powerful tip that would actually help you understand. Now, based on statistics, because this survey was taken from bestbrokers.com, it was uploaded around May 2025. It was last year. So now the daily trading volume of the global forex market, that's the latest survey revealed the average daily trading volume of the global forex market hit an all-time high in February 2022 when it reached $7.51 trillion. That was what was traded in April rather, 2022. So apart from that time, right, it has been growing steadily. So let's just take it that the daily trading volume of the financial market is around $7 trillion. Let me ask you, who would not want to trade in such a market like that? Now, to put it in context, my boss normally says something. If you have a strategy that works, whether you're trading yourself or you're using copy trading or you're using whatever means, and that system can give you about $100 every day, even if you're, let's say you're 20 years old and you have 80 more years to live, if you are making $100 every day, the market will not feel it. That is how big the financial market is. And it's also that big that if you have that strategy that can give you $1,000 every day and you're 20 years old and you have 80 years to live, right? The financial market will comfortably give you that in as much as you have the strategy, the system, the finance to support that. That's to tell you how big this market is. And it pains me when I see a whole lot of people missing out daily on this opportunity that the financial market presents. I was in yesterday. I was in two meetings. So my second meeting yesterday night. So this my partner was talking about the fact that he said, in as much as there will be dollar, there will be pounds, there will be just mention different countries. In as much as these currencies would continue to exist, right? Trading in the financial market would also continue to exist. So, and that's why if you don't have any accounts with PU Prime here in this meeting, please send a message to the person that sent this link for you. Register with a broker like PU Prime because this is where you can actually get the best service. All right, so let's move on. The first way by which you can actually make money there trading the financial market as a beginner is through what we call copy trading. Now, by the special grace of God, this year has been awesome. It has been explosive for us all. And for people that joined us at different times, they have made different amount of money over the weeks, over the months, over the years when they've joined us. And that is one reason why you should look at how you can take this copy trading as one of the strategies that you equip yourself with. Remember, one of the key things I talked about when I was talking about the 5 different levels of financial status, of the 5 pyramids of financial status, one of the key things I talked about at um, the final stage, which was financial stability, is that people that are uh, in the financial freedom sphere, they have multiple passive income sources. And copy trading right here is one of those things. So while you might, want to get the knowledge of trading, while you might want to build your portfolio, while you might want to do other things, copy trading is one sure way by which you can build wealth in the financial market, and you'll see it just in a moment. Now, let me ask us a question. So I'm sure all of us, if you don't know any of them in this picture, I want you to type yes. If you don't know them, type yes. If you know any of them in this picture, I want you to type 1 in the comment section. So let's make it, let's relax a little bit. So if you know any of them, type 1 in the comment section. And if you don't know any of them, I want you to type yes. Okay. Okay. Somebody's typing 3. Oh my God. Okay. So you know them. Now, I want to use this to explain a strategy that you should understand. Now, arguably, let me ask another reason. Um, just mention anybody that you know and just type what do you know them for. Okay, let me pick the first person, which is Warren Buffett. So what do you know Warren Buffett for? I'm actually getting to a point here. What do you know Warren Buffett or Elon Musk or Dangote for? What do you know them for? Maybe like one word that could describe one of them or all of them together. You can just type that in the comment section because this is very important for you to know. Okay. Okay. So Warren Buffett stock and investment. Warren Buffett is an investor. Okay. 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 But there are other investors out there. Why didn't we bring them out? So I'm sure he must have been a unique figure. Recently, about 3 weeks ago, or I think about a month ago or thereabout, when the stock market was down, everybody was losing money here and there. Warren Buffett was making like he was the only billionaire at the time that didn't lose. Like Elon Musk lost and all the other billionaires lost, due to economic instability and stuff like that. So this man right here is known because he's a successful stock trader, right? And he's also an investor. Same thing goes for Elon Musk, He has multiple companies out there and he's successful. And same thing goes to someone that is close to home that we know here, Dangote. Now, you can see these people, they are unique and you don't have to like them. You don't have to like them. But one thing we can all agree in this meeting is that all of them are successful in what they do. True or true? All of them are successful in what they do. True or true? Good. Somebody said Dangote is an industrialist. That's awesome. Correct. They are all successful in what they do. And how many of us would like to replicate or copy their business trading decisions? Maybe if Dangote is going into cement, you want to go into cement. Maybe you want to sell sugar. You want to if you want to, or Elon Musk or Warren Buffett, if it's buying a stock, you want to buy it. How many of us want to replicate their trading decisions? Even all of us. If you can see me, my arms, my legs, my everything is up. I would like to replicate them. Why? The reason why I like to replicate them is because they are successful. So it's the same thing with copy trading. I'm replicating them. Why? Because they are successful. And let me now ask you the last question. Now, the last question here is this. All the decision they have made, all the financial decision they have made ever since they started doing business, is it all of them that's giving them profits? The answer is no. There are some ventures that Dangote, Elon Musk, or Warren Buffett has done in the past that did not end well for them. But guess what? What did they do? They had to re-strategize, you know, make adjustments, and they move on. For example, there's a classic example I normally use when I tell people about Dangote. How many people used to hear about dancer? Was it the Jews or whatever? Are you seeing it anywhere again? You're not seeing it. Why? If it was giving Dangote money, if it was profitable, you'll have still been seeing that stuff right now. So, and that is exactly the same thing we do here in copy trading. We don't just copy people because we want to copy them or because someone on a Zoom meeting is asking you to copy a trader. No. And that's the reason why part of my goal is I I know that this industry, the financial market is, it contains different things. And we want to be able to show people how they can identify the real from fake. So in copy trading, what you do in essence is you replicate the strategy of a professional trader. That's what you do in copy trading. In copy trading, what you are simply doing is what? You are mirroring the strategies of the person that is successful or that has been successful based on result. You are mirroring them. So you are not just mirroring because you feel like mirroring. So in a copy trading system, we have two categories of people. We have signal providers, which you can link them as maybe Dangote or Elon Musk, successful people in the field, while you have copiers, which is it could be you, it could be me, it could be anybody that just wants to leverage on the skill of these professional traders. Mind you, some of these people that are trading, they have built their skills for 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, you know, 4 years, 2 years, 1 year. I used to have a colleague, and this guy does not sleep till 3 o'clock. He's always on the chat, learning, 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 learning. Guess what? You don't have to be on the chat learning like this guy. You can just leverage on his traits if he's successful. So that is what the power of technology has been able to do for us. So I'm going to show us this whooping result of an account that this month will make it a year that this account has been on the PU Prime platform. So I want to show you an example of an account that is under copy trading. So I want you to just check it out right now. Hope people can see the screen and they can hear the recording. So let me pause it. Um, Sorry, are you hearing? Can you hear me? So are you seeing the screen? I'm trying to show you some. Okay, so I'm trying to show you. Okay, okay, you can see it. So that's awesome. So can you also hear the voice in the background? So I had to pause it because I last week this account made $52. So if you convert that to Naira, that's multiplying, let's say around 1.6 multiplied by 52, that's around 83,000 Naira. Passively, this person, right? So let me continue playing it so you can see. So this is what you made last month, 2.8. So sorry to pause it again. Now, for you to see it, 283 just last month is over 452, 800. You see it. So this is what you can make from leveraging. Yeah, withdrawals made. Yeah, that's a $400 account. So within the last 3 months, he has made 438 within the last 3 months. 438. That's 700, 800. Do you see? If you convert it to Naira, this is what somebody has made passively. This is just one come source. Imagine this person has like multiple different accounts. Mind you, this is like one of the smallest accounts that we have, but it's actually one of the longest though. So let me continue. You can see that it's live. Okay, hope you can see it. May last year. So the person started funding last year. So it will be a year old this month. So let me pause it here. His deposits, aggregate deposit from that last year till now, because this person, it tops up at some point and he withdraws, it tops up at some point, he withdraws. Now, this person on this account within the last 1 year, he made what 900 and what $38. And guess what was his deposit, my people? 110. So this is this is good. The financial markets is actually profitable. Now, quote me, if and only if you have a good system. If you don't have a good system, you can't get this kind of result. So this is one of our traders on the platform. And if you would, from this small account of 410, guess what, guys? If you do the conversion, he has made over 1.5 within the last 1 year. So you can see massive result. And guess what, guys? The owner has withdrawn, he has withdrawn a multiple of two of what he deposited and even changed. So you can see what we're talking about. Yeah, it's powerful. Yeah, it's consistent. It's consistent. It's consistent. It's consistent. And check that this is a live account. And guess what, guys? Guess what? These accounts trade nothing but gold. Now, this is a 1 year result. Now, I tell people something. Imagine that this person did not deposit, let's say 410. Imagine the deposit was around maybe 1,000. How much would he have made? Would this person have made? Based on this now, the person would have, oh my God, let's not even go there. I'm going to show, in fact, I'm going to blow our minds with some statistics that I'm going to show us in a moment right now. I'll show some big accounts as well. Just hang in there. So the reason for this is I want to push all of us to think. Now, this is where you people would now see something. Capital is king. Trust me, capital is king. Because this is a small account, guess what? It took 1 year to make 938. But guess what? See this account. In 3 months, it has made double of what small account is making. And that's what I tell people. If you have the opportunity to start with about 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, or 50,000, and you're starting with something small like 500 or 1,000, you are only shortchanging yourself, honestly. Because guess what? I'm going to still play this. Now, in 1 year, look at what this person has made. It's a good result. It's not bad. All fingers are not equal. We don't blame this person. But look at what this other person has made. Time has doubled it already in 3 months. Why? Because of the power of good capital. Not to worry everybody in this meeting, you can always start at your level, but you need to have some ideas and be inspired. So let me see whether I can share some things here. So as you can see, this one has grown to 2,672. Yeah, so it is 2,672. That's what you're saying right now. Can you see? Just last week, 356. Just last week. That's around 569, 600. Imagine. And the person topped up one key because of the result. And the person is also withdrawing too. It also see. Can you see? In the last 3 months, 1,926. That's 3M. That is the power of what? Good capital. Yeah, it was February. Yeah, it was a top up. So they are good and profitable results. What you just need is plug in. So now this is one of the big accounts. You don't want, for security reasons as well, you need to keep some things private. I have bigger accounts than this, but for tonight, so that some people will not think, you not lose it. Let's just stop it here. All of these are live accounts. So let me see if I can play it. So right now it has grown to 9.8, close to just almost getting to 10,000. So if you think that you have 1K and you have arrived, you can see it's live. Oh my God. Imagine you're making 1K. Yes. Someone asked a question. Okay, I'm going to take questions later. You would see. The person even added 3K last week after seeing results. So can you see? Can you see? Oh my God. This is a massive whooping result. So my so so within the last 3 months, you can see it. Let it load. That's 8 million within the last 3 months. Something that somebody that has been there for 1 year has not come close to making. So this is I'm trying to show you so you see the NGN deposit in Naira. So can you see it? So on results, on the case of results, I'm going to stop here. I won't take any more results. Maybe later on, but at least you should gauge it and see it. We're showing you results of a year. She's shown you results of 3 months, so you can gauge it. Imagine these people have started since 1 year ago. The results will have been insane. And some people say, are there people making money like this? At least you can see it. And one thing that shocks people when I tell them is this. One thing that shocks people when I tell them about this is the fact that, some of these people that you are seeing are just people that they have good jobs. It's not as if they are hungry. They have good jobs, they fly in the country, they go out, they do well, right? They have good. Some are here, right? And they are still doing well for themselves. And they're wondering why the rich are getting richer, why the other ones are getting that they are getting poorer, right? So this is one of the things. So why you think like, oh, how can I have like 4K in my account? Or how can I have like 10K in my account? In aggregate, the owner of this account within the last 3 months has deposited like 4K, made 5K. So this is what, and if you see the way some of this system trades, I can guarantee you it's not aggressive. If you see the way it trades, there are some days it doesn't even pick trades. It picks trades at the right time. So these are something about the traders that now there are 1,001 traders. I just picked this one as an example to show you. Remember the example I showed you. If you see Elon Musk, if you see Dangote, and you see all of them, based on results, that's what you're copying. You're not copying based on prejudice or anything because you see you see something. It's only fools that doubt proofs. So I just wanted to, this is the last thing I'm going to be talking about on copy trading, then I'll move on. So this is just, for me, I do better when I just try to have like a mental picture and I just do like a calculation in my mind. So let's just imagine that all what you can make every month, let's just imagine that all what you can make every month, minimum is 20%. You are not targeting whether you're trading yourself, whether you're doing copy trading, whether you're doing whatever. We're not greedy. All we want is at least minimum of 20%. It can go less, it can go like, but that 20% is the minimum. Do you know that if you start a copy trading account with $300, within within a year, you would have made what? 2.6. If you have that system that is that consistent. Now, if you have a system that's consistent and you are making, let's say, 500, I wish the owner of the first account I showed you that started within 1 year, I wish the person was not withdrawing, the person was not compounding. The person makes profit, he withdraws. He makes profit, he withdraws. Like, it's not allowing the account to compound at all. The first account I showed you that was up to a year, I wish the person has left everything to compound. Then the result, you will marvel at what you would have seen right here. But I'm not, I'm not accusing anybody. Everybody have different reasons for going into different venture, and for him, it suits him. And the person that owned that first account that did 1 year has created another separate account. That's because when I showed the person this, and the person was literally, his head was just sparking, and say, wow, why didn't you tell me this long time ago? I was like, sir, it's not too late. So if you had a $300 account and you started this month or whatever, in 1 year you'll have made 2.6 if you let it compound. And you make 20% every month, 20%. If you have 500 and you're making 20% every month for the next 1 year or 12 months, you make 4,004. That goes for 1,000. In a year, you get 8,000. Start with 5,000. In a year, compounding, you get what? Of 20% monthly, you get 44. It's actually, it's to wrap your head around it somehow. If you did 10K in a year compounding, you'll be left with what? 89. And guess what, guys? If you do 50K in a year compounding, you get 145,000. They used to say something that you can. Now, this is information that you can Google. Please, everybody, you are free to Google. You are free to screenshot. You are free to do everything. Please, I'm going to take questions after my session. I'll take questions after my session. So please, not to worry about it. Now, this is a crazy thing that not everybody knows. If you go online and you search, they say compounding interest is like, is it the seventh wonder of the world or something? Compounding interest. That's how powerful compounding can be when
um you're actually, making a lot of money by the time you allow your portfolio compound. Do you understand? And you try to build your account from where you're at. Do you get? So, like you have seen with his screen, everything that he has shown there, all of these are like what you can be. So it's not impossible. It's not something that you cannot do. So it's always best when you are starting something like this, always think of the bigger picture and like how you can, make it better, make it bigger. Do you understand? So Mr. Joshua is back now, so I'll just let him finish up.
All right. Thank you very much, Amaka, for that. Uh, so we had a slight glitch. Sorry. Okay. So this is one of the possibilities that you can get when you have a good system that works. And let me tell you, you don't find this in many places around, right? So let me leave everything here. We'll take questions later because I have one or two things to also share with us. So the next thing I'll be talking about is trading with AI. Now, copy trading is one of the ways by which you can build or create wealth in the financial space, right? We're talking about trading with AI within the next few minutes that we have. So if you have been joining our meeting for quite some time, you would notice that this is something that I talk about a lot. So the AI tells you when to buy, it tells you when to sell, and it guides you. Whether you're a beginner or an advanced trader, this would help you. And guess what? Copy trading is strictly passive. If you need something that requires your efforts, this is what you need. So for something like this, what it means is this. To trade with this AI, let me explain. Your screen is divided into two, the main chart area and the major filters. The filters are three, one, two, three, and you have the major chart areas. Now, your major chart area consists of your candles, the arrows, the moving average, and the rest. Now, how do you use this software or how does this AI work for you? Now, let me just explain it quickly, briefly. In trading, you have two directions. You either buy, you either sell, or you wait, you don't do anything. So when you see arrows that point up here, points down, up means you should buy. When it points down, it means you should sell. But you don't just sell. You have to examine those arrows against the major filter. So you're going to see it here. So to use this, check the trend. Now, how do you know? This is a trend trading strategy. So, and how to use or to know when the market is trending is important because for a software or an AI that is designed to trade with the trend, if you use it any other place, you won't get the best result out of it. So the first thing you check the trend. When you check the trend, how do you check the trend? Now, bonus, if price is above this moving average, one, two, three, you can see this line. It means it's an uptrend. If price is below, it means what is downtrend. And if price is just in between it, it means the market is what ranging. So for you to either buy or sell, you need the arrows. You need price to even be above for a buy or below the moving average for a sell. You see what I'm saying in a moment. Right now, this is gold. Seems like today is just gold day. Now, gold, there's this arrow that appear for a buy. Now, for the filter, how do you filter the arrow? There are two colors that you can use to filter the arrow. Red is for sell, while blue is for buy. In the main chart area, the color of the arrow does not matter, but in the filter, color matters. So that's one unique thing that our team has been able to craft to make trading simple for everybody. So right now, this arrow say we should buy, and guess what? This candle closes just above all the moving average. And guess what? Filter says blue here, sees blue here, it says blue here. This is a perfect buy. Then the last question is, where do you put your stop loss? Your stop loss is always below the arrow if you are buying. While if you are selling, your stop loss will be above the arrow if you are selling. So when you sell, put your stop loss and you can observe the market for maybe 1:1 risk to reward ratio. So that's one easy thing about this market. So let me just show us some more example of what happened on Friday. So Friday was NFP. So NFP is non-farm payroll for people that are new, a special news event that you could actually trade with. So you could see here, this buy arrow price is above all this moving average. So when you buy here, your stop loss will be below. and your first target is 1:1 risk to reward, or the moment price move in your direction by 10 to 20 pips, lock your entry so that that trade you can never lose on that trade anymore. Then watch how the market keeps going up and up and up. So this is another example here where the market sold, right? So this is an arrow. You sell, your stop loss will be around here, and you'll have enjoyed massive profit around here. So let me see if I can take another example. So this is a buy that happened before, that's Friday night. The last arrow that appeared here. The last arrow say we should buy, but guess what? Price is not fully above all the moving average yet. That's one. And the first filter says yes, we should buy. The next filter says we should buy, but the last one has not given us to buy yet. What would you do? You'd wait. So this is another way to use the AI to trade. So like I promised us since last month that weekends we would we'll pick a date where it will only be about this software. And by God's grace, we're making that a reality, looking at next week, Saturday. Saturday would be for software, while Sunday would be for copy trading. So we're looking forward to that so that people that have more questions about this would see it. So what's the proof of making money when you cannot withdraw? So that is one good thing about the PU Prime system. When you make your money, withdraw with crypto instant, very, very fast. As you're pressing withdraw, before you see Jack Robinson, the money has landed in your account. And that's one good thing that our broker PU Prime has provided for us. So this was a screenshot from one of our clients that we drew, and instantly the money hit or got to his account. So let me see if I can show us. Now the next solution that we have is trading and mentorship. So this is one of our signal groups where you can just trade gold, only gold, only gold you can trade. Get signals, you trade. As you can see, in fact, people that would fund their account and join this group, what it means is that you will get they'll just tell you that, oh, buy gold at so area, sell gold at so area, put your stop loss here, take a profit here. So you see, imagine you having an account for copy trading, have another separate account where you are part of this group, and you're also using for software. So if software is not giving you, if you are not finding any good alignments in the software, guess what? You'll get signals. And it has been statistically proven that people that join this group grow their account from nothing less than 30% monthly to as high as 50% normal risk level without risking too much, only trading with the signals on this group. So why won't you want to make money from the financial market? Please help me ask your neighbor why? Because these signals are good. You can also learn for free once you sign up with us. So while you're trading with signals, you could be doing your copy trading. You can also be learning. So the opportunity within the financial space is limitless. Like it's actually a lot. Then tonight I'm going to be ending with one thing. So finally, you can get to partner with us, partner with PU Prime. So what does partner with PU Prime means? You just now everything I've talked about, whether you invite somebody or you don't tell somebody about it, you'd still make money. That's one thing. This is not network marketing. This is not it. This is affiliate marketing. Now, for every other thing I've talked about before now, you honestly don't have to refer anybody to earn. But for this one, this is one of those strategies that you can actually be earning without even putting a startup capital. That's this one. So, but what this means is if you have friends that trade, you can tell them about PU Prime or tell them to join any of our meetings. And when these people get activated, if you're able to invite 3 persons, you get your personal link and you start earning rebate commission. So as you can see on my screen, this partner, PU Prime, paid him aggregate more than 6,000, more than 6.5. All this rebate is like an accumulation since last year till now. Partner just leaves it. He's making money from copy trading. He's making money from, because he's a signal provider, from profit split. Like he just is making a lot. So this just gives him joy, if you know what I mean. So this is a level. How many people will have like 5,000 looking at them like this and they will not take it out and do something, right? So this person, he has his job here in Nigeria and he does well for himself. And guess what? You don't have to go to the street to go on the street and start telling people this and looking like a clown or news and all around. No, it's simple. If you can get, let's say, we started this meeting since February, I guess, February this year, because one of my personal goals is within the next 1 year, I want to see how I can make at least minimum of 100,000 people to be earning in the financial market, either trading with AI or earning through copy trading or earning from the signal group, at which in any of the various forms we have. That's the goal of what we're having or that I'm having. And how am I achieving it? By coming here every week to inspire people and show them what works in the financial market. So if you can get 5 to 10 persons weekly to attend this meeting, 5 to 10 persons to attend this meeting and they register, they have a copy trading account, because tell me, who would hear everything we've talked about from the beginning of this meeting till now and would not want to make money? Even I myself, after this meeting, I want to fund again. Why? Because whenever I talk about this, I'm always inspired. I'm always inspired. That's why you can't meet me on the same level. Hey, you can't. You can't meet some of us on the same level because we push ourselves. These are some of the things we consume, right? So now, if you refer like 5 to 10 persons every week to join this meeting, passively, minus your trading account, you can earn nothing less than $50 to $200. Earn it every week. And if you refer like between 20 to 40 persons every month, you can make at least minimum of 100 and above every month. And if you have the community or capacity to refer 40 to 80 persons every uh, every week, you can make nothing less than 500 to 1,000 in 2 months. So this is massive, a strategy that works. You don't need to be talking up and down. All what you need to do is, we're having meeting on Sunday, just ask them to join. And like I will say to everybody at the end of this meeting, if you have not even registered with PU Prime, don't even, you are wasting your time. Get the link from the person that referred you to this meeting, register, verify your account, fund your account so that we can connect you so that your account would start trading. You don't have to waste time. You don't have to waste time. So I'm going to say something. Start small, stay consistent. Choose a strategy that suits you, whether copy trading, trading with signals, or trading with AI. The earlier you start, the richer your future would be. Build wealth today and live better tomorrow. So thank you, everybody. This would be the end my of my slides. So right now I'll start to take some certain questions and would call it a night. All right. So the first question I will be taking. So everybody, please don't mute. You can be, you can just be typing your question. So while I take the questions one at a time, one at a time. So we'll start taking questions right away now. Okay. So what's the first question I'm having here? Someone said, are all these sent accounts? Yes. So all the account I showed you was sent account. So what sent mean is just saying Naira and Kobo. If you're saying 100 Naira, that's like 10,000 Kobo. So based on the strategy that this trader is using, he wants to have a system whereby, he can have good volume to trade with, if you get what I mean. So that's the inherent strategy of this trader, this trader. All right. So any what's the next question? What's the next question? Let's see. Please keep typing your question. So someone said, "Sir, are you saying everyone that started with good capital made it successfully? Are there people who started with good capital and still lost their capital?" Well, that is a good question. Yeah. So, like I said, in copy trading, now, first thing you need to understand about copy trading is this. The company, PU Prime does not trade for you. You copy trades of signal providers, which are people like you and like me. So there are times it's possible to copy one signal provider and the signal provider has been making profit before and he, makes losses. So, but now, what makes you to know a good signal provider at the end of the day is this: the signal provider you would check his strategy, maybe recover the losses, and you'll be back in profit. That's one, that's one angle. Now, the next angle might be in a system whereby a signal provider is making maybe consistent losses. So what would someone like me, your account manager, would do? I recommend you to copy someone that is doing better, where you can easily just recover your funds and make good money. And there's something unique about PU Prime's copy trading. It's impossible to lose all your funds if you listen to our instruction. Now, this is what I mean. In the worst case scenario, let's imagine things are not going well. There's something called capital protection settings. Now, capital protection settings is always set at 50%. What that means is in the worst case scenario, which is not likely to occur anytime soon, the worst you can lose is 50% of the entire. Oh, sorry, I'm back. Network. All right. So as I was saying, hope everybody can still hear me. Okay, okay, if you can hear me, all right. So I was talking about capital protection and some other things. So now there's a setting we have here in PU Prime, and it's a capital protection setting. So what that means is, in the worst case scenario, you cannot lose all your funds. A certain portion of your funds would be reserved, right? Because you are under copy traded and you set the settings. So that's something that not every system out there has.
Sizes is 2 digits. Is that based on the cents too? Okay, so yes, so because this is a cent account, the lot sizes differ from a regular USD standard account. All right, so if you're seeing 33.2, yes, you can aggregate that to be 0.3. So yes, that is correct. And yeah, Mr. Solomon said, if you can hear me or if you have any questions, please feel free to drop it in the message and get betrayed. If you mean have accounts, yes, possible. If I invest $1,000, how much do I expect as returns? So yeah, it's against the rules of P Prime for any of the account managers to trade for you. So if you actually want to capitalize on people trading for you, then copy trading is the best option for you because we can automatically connect your account to a professional trader. You get so you can leverage on someone else's expertise and someone else's system to actually grow your funds. That is if you don't have the time or knowledge to trade yourself. Okay, so with $1,000 at least, you can definitely it's 20% so about 20% of 1,000 is around $200, 30% is around $300. So your profit should range between that area. So that's what you should be expecting. So by the time you keep compounding, your profit should also increase as you compound. Okay. Pastor Samuel, good evening. Is when are you going to bring down the deposit or withdrawal limit? An empty account, right? So let that $10 just be in an empty account, and then you can just withdraw from that. You can just automatically withdraw $10 from the empty trading account. Do you understand? So you have to withdraw out of the trading accounts that you're currently using. Okay, so that's how for you to withdraw 10 or $20. Okay. Um, all right.
All right. So
Okay.
thank you very much for that. And thank you very, very, very much. That's everybody. That's Chiamaka, my colleague with your PU Prime, an account manager as well, doing well for our clients as well. So I'm sure some of you here, um, she's your account manager, and yeah, you can get a lot of good reviews concerning her. That's nice. So thank you very much once again. So let me take a question now. Pastor, I say Pastor Ayo, sorry. Mr. Ayo asks, okay, please, can you help how to get access to Trade Central from PU Social? No, 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 no. Okay, so we didn't talk about Trade Central in this meeting. Hello, we talked about okay, but anyhow, let me just answer that. You don't access from PU Social, but rather you access Trade Central from PU Prime app. Do you get it? Good. All right. Okay, I hope I answered the question. Okay, so Mr. Ayel, I think I'll send you a message after now. All right, so the last thing is this. For you to get started, send a message to the person that sent you this link. When you send the message to them, register, verify your account, and they will give you guidance on how you can get started. All right, everyone. I would round everything off tonight, and hope everybody enjoyed the session. Hope you'd learned something. Hope you were inspired, and hope you're happy you joined. Most importantly, all right, that's a good one. So at least before some people wake up tomorrow morning, by the special grace of God, their copy trading will have made some money for them. And before afternoon, people that are also joining the Signal group will have gotten like two or three good signals that you'll have traded with, or the software this night would have given you some good entries as well. So, whatever the case might be, you make good profits trading with us. So, like I said, send a message to the person that referred you to this and make sure you register, verify your account. And if it's Signal Group you want, tell them Signal Group and you would be added. All right, everybody. So thank you for joining tonight. We'll see you next week, Saturday and Sunday. And most importantly, make sure that towards next week, try and invite one or two persons to join. Let's have bigger house and let's see how we can grow this passive income portfolio to another level. All right. So from me, I say good night, everyone. Good night.
Mr. Joshua, I did receive this message in time. Oh. You sent it very late to me.
Ah,
It's me,
hey.
Pastor Sam.
Oh, Pastor Sam. Oh, so sorry about that. If you join there's a community that we have on WhatsApp. So I normally post it earlier in the community rather than sending broadcast. So please send me a hi message on WhatsApp after this meeting. So I'll send you the link to the community so you join. As early as maybe Wednesday, you might get the link of Sunday meetings. All right. So sorry about that for people that also got this link late. We would
Thank you.
at least from Wednesday this coming week, we'll make sure that all links for the weekend sessions will be made available. All right. Thank you, everyone, and cheers to a week of making good profits. Don't just, in fact, time is money, time is important, time is precious to everybody. It would make absolutely no sense for you to join this meeting for the last 1 hour and you just let everything pass without doing anything. Take action. And what that take action means starting, signing up, verifying your account, funding your account for a copy trading account, funding your account for Signal Group or whatever. And by the end of the week, all of us can be happy and see what a week. So thank you and see you this week or next week Sunday. Bye everybody. Good night. Enjoy a wonderful night rest.